traditional birch bark canoe has been a vitally important source of transportation for the native peoples in North America for centuries. No one knows how long the birch bark canoe has been in use, but it's first estimated that it was used long before the Europeans came to North America. The canoe has opened up trade routes throughout North America, and it shares the same significance in the north as the covered wagon in the west. There have been many modifications made to suit the needs of French explorers, fur traders, and merchants alike. Some of these modifications include a raised bow to keep water out, and others to make it easier to portage. Despite all of these changes, the basic concept of the canoe remains the same. This is the birch bark canoe that our class has constructed in partnership with Fort William Historical Park, and we are going to share with you a bit of the materials and tools used during the construction of the birch bark canoe.
A variety of materials used for building a birch bark canoe are a large, good quality birch tree for using the birch bark for the frame of the canoe, cedar, which is used for the in-wheels and out-wheels and the bed frame, spruce roots, which are used for sewing, which prepare them. They have to be soaked in water because they'll crack. Spruce gum, which is used for filling in the cracks and holes, usually caused by the sewing. Water, which is used for soaking the spruce roots in and pouring on the birch bark. And these are the materials that are used for building a birch bark canoe.
Okay, some of the tools we use to make the birch bark canoe are modern and traditional. Some of the modern tools include a saw, and we use the saw to cut the wood different sizes so that they're like equal. We use the measuring tape to measure the sizes of the woods that we use. The clamp, we use it to hold together the birch bark and the outwales, and to keep it together. And also, when you're sewing it, it's easier for the spruce root to go through the holes. Then we have 3 different kinds of awls. One awl is an antler. It's a traditional one. Then the 2 modern ones are just wood with really sharp nails in it, and use them to put holes in the spruce roots to put the spruce roots through. Then the carved knife is used for fine work on the canoe. And yeah, these are the tools that we used for the birch bark canoe.
We'll be showing you how to sew side panels on a birch bark canoe. But first, I'm going to tell you why you want to sew side panels on a birch bark canoe. The piece of bark used for the original canoe, as shown here, is not tall enough to be actually a canoe. So you have to sew on side panels to raise the height, seen here. Few inches difference, but it can make all the difference. My friend will show you how to sew on side panels using spruce roots in a whip stitch.
To sew with spruce roots on birch bark, first you have to poke a hole in the previous stitch that was left. Well, not actually through, but where it ended. You put the new root in through that hole, right like this. You make another hole of about a centimeter or half away. Once that is made, you poke the other half of the spruce root through the hole, and remember to pull it tight, otherwise it can let in water and it'd be very uncomfortable when you ride in it. You continue to poke holes like this, but instead of using the same root that you ended with, you use the one that you started with and go in through the back, like, just a minute. This. You make this hole bigger. That way this root can move around a bit. Then you make a new hole. Poke this through. You continue to do this till you are at the end of the birch bark. When you get to the end of the birch bark, to tie off the stitch, you just tuck the last root you use through the stitch, the last stitch you made.